first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old leads them through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Allen. As a roll was climbing up the front already as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stoneford on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stonestreet off the start. There's no other way to say it. Off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punching straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another amazing part of the US of A, as we just happen to be making ourselves across every single part we can at the moment. We are at the SONOMA Raceway, one of my favourites. Actually, you know what? I've been saying that a lot. I've got a lot of favourite tracks, but you know what? Big Stiff, I love them all because we have a lot of fun out there. We did some amazing work here on this drag strip a few seasons ago where we had a drag night. So maybe it's something we should do again. And it was the first to crash in the wall was the winner. That was the only way we could judge who hit the wall first and who won the drag race. But ladies and gents, we are at round 2. We've got about 2.5 minutes left before warm-up, and the boys have already been out there. We've asked them all to get in and have a bit of fun. We've got an amazing grid as usual. There is over, oh my goodness, there is 42 cars on track tonight. So not a bad number at all. That's not including downstairs. We've got Stefan Piccoli and Tyson McAvoy in the room. But I believe, Mark Cochran's usually out on the track. But let's have a quick look at the scoreboard and how everyone's going. In the AMS, Brent Wassel from Axiom Racing Esports is sitting in the pivotal position, 731 points. Oh, can that be right after round 1? Yeah, maybe. And he has got, no, that's season 1. That's probably what it is. Yes, that is how we finished off for the season last season. So Brent Wassel did win the AMS last season at that point level. Cobe is switching it around down there. He's going, oh, bugger me. But it's all good. It's not a big deal. We've got the beautiful technology that Daniel Clutterbuck, who is now racing for HWT, has put together an amazing website that does all our timing for us. Not our timing for us, but all our ladders and everything like that. Let's have a quick chat. We can always look at that a bit later on. Welcome to the room, Mr. Watson. How you doing, mate? And what do you reckon about this place? A little bit dusty, lots of undulation, a great few pinch points, and some amazing corners that need to be done right to get around right.
Steve, you know how I was less than thrilled to be at COTA on Tuesday?
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you, I could not be further opposite than that. I am the most excited person to be here because this is home. This is the motherland. I grew up 40 minutes down the road from this absolutely beautiful facility. And as we got the point standings up, I'll let you go ahead and continue that, and I will wax poetic about the hills of wine country as soon as you're done.
I'll make it very quick for you, mate. Ladies and gents, here we are. We've got the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, the AMS ladder, as we can see it now. Ash Glover, Rogue Racing, in the top spot after one round. And he's got himself already 21 points up on Wayne Edwards from Webb Racing. Brad Dines from Dines Auto Tune. It's happening already. We haven't even started. Greggy Johnson in 4th place from Team Greg. Shane Newens from Mueller Racing in 5th. David Bowman from Team Pear Shaped in 6th. Brad Anderson from my team, SRW Motorsports, in 7th. Mark Snow from SLM Academy in 8th. And David Simmons, Waipool Racing, in 9th place. Let's have a look at the Pro-Ams. The Koala Cartel are already up there. Michael Weil has got the top step after round 1, 81 points, 3 points clear of Phil Humbly from North Wind Motorsports. Cameron Hardwick from SLM Academy is sitting in 3rd place as we speak, and Max Donnelly from New Zealand Racing TKR is sitting in 4th place. Thomas Sunny Cena from SLM Motorsports is in 5th. Elliot D from Team Pear Shape Racing 6th. Gabriel Vincenzo Stanzuan Los Souza, that's it, Souza. I knew it was coming close. You probably speak better Spanish than I do. But anyway, I'll try that one more time. Gabriel Vincenzo Stanzona Souza, the privateer, is in 7th place. I've murdered that as well. Lachlan Browning, Northwind Motorsports, in 8th. Chris Tomlin, LCR, in 9th. Russell Gander, Northwind Motorsports, 10th. Jacob T. McIntyre from Sim Racing Brotherhood in 11th. Daniel Stone from the Northwind Motorsports in 12th. Ryan Pricey, Privateer in 13th. Kevin Wakefield, LCR 14th. And Mark Cochran, Apex Racing in 15th. The Pro-Am is very, very tight. There's not many points between them. In the pros, we've got a new boy on the top step. On debut, he is out there with 166 points, a 2-point lead over Kyle Ridley. Noah Kitcher from NZTKR. Done a cracking job last week, showed some early pace and did spectacular work. Kyle Ridley is in second place from SLM Motorsports. Sean Doyle from Motorsports is in third place. Callum Hodgkinson, OPR, fourth. Brent Wassel from Axiom in fifth. Thomas Cooley from the Koala Cartel in sixth. Danny Bartouche from Low Wolf Sim Sports in seventh. Daniel J. Byrne from the Carling Motorsports team in eighth. Greg Cook, Project 36 in ninth. Mitch Noble, Sim Racing Brotherhood in 10th. And it rounds out our top 10 with Davey Gallo from Carling Motorsports in 11th. Josh Nowak from Swift Racing in 12th. James Dorr, Koala Cartel in 13th. Cole Lavery, Team SAW Motorsports in 14th. Mason Martin from Pacific Esports Racing in 15th. In 16th place, Stevie Daniels Jr. from LCR Esports. 17th, Trent Mortimer from Rogue Racing. 18th, Harrison Rayner from Rayner Motorsports, and rounding off the 19th, Jacob F. Miller from Miller Motorsports. Qualifying has started and the boys are just starting to get some lap times on. Let's see how this looks. We've got something that we're going to try and hopefully it works for Kobe as my screen. It is sitting on the wrong screen. I'll do a refresh and see what happens. It's refreshing and it's happening and hopefully will happen. But Mr. Watson, really ripping it up already flashing some lights out there too.
Yeah, this track is very much ingrained in the Watson bloodline. Unfortunately, I haven't taken any laps of the circuit myself, but I grew up racing karts at the kart track up the hill about to the left of where they are right now. So I have my own dedicated history here. Some good, some bad that I still haven't made peace with and I don't really want to talk about at this current moment in time. But my father raced motorcycles around this place in the 80s.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, let me tell you, this place looked a lot different in 1980 because there were a lot more hills, a lot less walls. So yeah, it was a lot worse if you went down on a motorcycle. And right now we are at the short layout, which I was gonna actually kind of rip a little bit because, well, the layout of that we use, like the actual track diagram, is actually incorrect because the short layout shows that it's supposed to use that chicane that they just passed.
Yes.
Which, to me, the chicane itself isn't bad. It's just where it is. It cuts through one of, if not the best parts of the track. You know, the S's are so much fun, especially the last couple S's when you're kind of going up over that hill. You're feeling the rear of the car kick out. You're holding on to it. You're not sure if you're gonna keep it onto the track, trying to keep it off of the rolling green hills. Green for about 2 weeks in March, brown for the rest of it because we're in a drought for 9 months of the year.
You'd
So
think
we don't
at
have
that
enough
time
water.
Racing would at least bother doing the scan during the summer months so they could actually see get the greenery around there. But that's a very killer pit entry we just saw there as well.
There is no greenery in the summer.
Well, in the
only-
winter or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very much exactly what it looks like. Because I came to NASCAR every year until I moved away for school. And this is how it always looked. It was so bad that I thought it was sand, not grass. I didn't realize it until I was 14. And I already been coming here for 14 years. So yeah, it shows you how bad we have to not maintain the grass here. But yeah, so because of that, this layout actually isn't all that bad. The only real difference to the traditional carousel layout is instead of going all the way to the end where you kind of cross through the chute, like right at the end of the drag strip, and make the hairpin, you kind of turn into this little access road type deal. Like you'll see right here, you'll turn right off right here, which I believe they actually use. This is one of the turnouts they use for drag racing when NHRA makes its yearly trek out.
Yes, definitely.
So it's not as fun as doing the whole run through the S's, but you know, there's a lot worse layouts at this track because the IndyCar layouts, no, awful, evil. Don't touch them. The only real good layouts is the chute and the carousel, and that's it. But the short is at least passable.
Well, the boys are already decking some beautiful times out there. There's still about half a dozen that haven't. We've got Harrison, Price, and Sam McCall still yet to get a few times laid down. But everyone is starting to get at the pointy end now. James Doyle from the Koala Cartel, as you can see him on the top of the screen, has got himself into a great spot with a 132.46. 461 on the big timing tower. That goes to 3 decimal points. Daniel Byrne getting up to some form again, showing some early signs of returning to some critical pace out there. Is in there on second place. He's not on track at the moment. Oh, yes, he is. He's just come out there at the moment. And as per what we normally see out there with the Carling boys, they work together during practice and practice their drafting amongst each other, practice their racing line together. And you can see Daniel Byrne has actually got 2 purples, 2 and then 3 papayas. Has he gone there? Has he improved? He has improved. He's gone to a 132.51. There's literally 4 100ths between these boys. Greggy Cook, ladies and gents, is in 3rd place. Oh, we've got a cool down infringement from car 234. So it looks like he is who he is. 234 Harrison Rayner, round 1. So maybe he's got a pit lane start. He is. That's why he's not out there. It probably helps if I read that from the top and not from the bottom upwards. You'd think I was reading Japanese then or something, the way I started from the right, worked my way to the left. But yes. Where do we get up to? Noah Kitcher, the current leader in the ladder, is in 4th place with a 132.6. So we've got, mate, how far down do we got for a second at the moment? All the way down to, oh my goodness,
we're 34th. Roll.
No, am I wrong? No, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'd say about right around
21st?
Chris Tomlin, who is in 17th.
17th,
because he's at a 33.469.
Yep. 32.88 is the 32.51. Yeah, the boys are getting some ripper times in there, and we're seeing some. It looks like a bit cloudy out there, so we'll have to check to see what the temperature's going to be out there for tonight, for today's race. And Jesus, it's like a click of a flinger. It just comes out. Track configuration, so short course, we're looking at 3.49 kilometres. For you, multiplied by 1.6. 320 minutes. We've got 72 kilometre pit speed and 28 laps. That doesn't tell me the temperature though, mate. It's probably been cut off, I'd suggest.
So it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit. So a very lovely, very cool afternoon, because the weather out here is so kind and nice and not trying to murder you like everywhere else in the world, apparently.
This is true. 22 degrees, 32 degrees Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius track temp. The wind is about, 23 kilometres? That's hardly anything in these cars, but you can choose whatever screen you want now, mate. That gives you a pretty good idea. I think that's going to be a temperature. It's not going to overheat those tyres too much, and a little bit of cloud coverage, so the track's going to be in a perfect temp for this track, I think. as we come through. Doyle has taken the top spot from the Koala Cartel. He's still in 132.46. Daniel Burns second, Greggy Cook, Kitchener, Ridley, Mortimer, Noble. Noble's up there in the top 7. Gowan's in 8th on his season return. Brandon 11 in 9th. Lavery in 10th. So 2 of my boys there in the top 10, which is good to see. Davey Gallo is in 11th coming through. Ray Oliver, our FIFO, is on tonight in 12th. Mason Martin, the young fella. So just a bit of stuff out there. Mason Martin's only 13 years old, so he's the legal age to race in iRacing and doing some great work out there. I'm hoping he's not on paddles. Ash Glover in 14th, Thomas Cooley 15th, Sean Doyle from SLM Motorsports 16th. I'm just trying to see as we put my eyes down there. Yep, there's still a few people that have got some really good times that are coming through, but looks like everyone now has set a time, except for Sam McCauley, who he can't. Harrison Rayner, who can't, who is in the pit lane start. But I'm not sure about Sammy McCall.
Yeah, and qualifying's going to be important. I feel like it'll probably be a little better with these cars just because they are smaller and just easier to set up passes with. But Sonoma isn't the best track to race on. It's so much fun, and it is such a great track to hot lap. But it doesn't always lean the best to on-track action. That's kind of the main reason why IndyCar stopped coming here, is because there was just hardly any action, hardly any areas to pass, and it's not much better in NASCAR, especially with the next gen. Although Dillich and SVG did have themselves one heck of a duel in the Xfinity race last year. But yeah, hopefully we can see everyone get some massive sense here, because there are still some really good passing opportunities, like going into the hairpin exit of the carousel. That's going to be a great one. Being able to send it down into turn 11, the final hairpin, that's going to be another fantastic passing zone. So it's not devoid of opportunities. It's just harder to set up in certain more high horsepower cars. So hopefully that's not a problem with these little monsters.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how we go. Based on what we've seen so far, the racing has been pretty hectic and right on top of each other, so it was pretty good to see. I was trying to fix my Wi-Fi, so just clicked ready to race. Oh, Sam McCall Racing. Okay, so he's got time to get in. He's in the session, so as long as you get in the session before the race starts, mate, you're fine. You could actually now that you're in the session, you don't even need to make it for race 1. You could race 2 and 3 once you've got in before qualifying. It keeps you in for the whole thing, so you don't get to miss out. I've got 4 drivers out there on track now. My team is slowly coming back together. We've got I've got my boys down there. Joshy King is back on track. Brad Anderson's out there. We've got Levin out there and Lavery, so it's good to see the team getting back up on grid. I've got to steal a few more. These SLM boys, man, look how many there is. It's ridiculous. Last night in the Super Formula Lights, they had at one point 7 SLM cars in the top 10. It almost made me nauseous. Ladies and gents, qualifying has just finished. The hammer has dropped because we are on a super sprint. And is tonight super sprint? I did say super sprint, but is it?
Yeah.
230s or 230s. So it is a sprint round, not a super sprint round, which means hopefully not as hectic out there. But here we go. The boys are settled in with Thomas James. I nearly went straight for Thomas Cooley because I speak about him more than any other boys. James Doyle has done a lap of the 132.461 for the Koala Cartel, taking himself to the front of the grid. He'll be side by side with Cole Ridley from the SLM Motorsports team. Behind them in the second row will be Daniel Byrne with Greggy Cook from Project 36. Third row will be Brandon Levin from Team SLW Motorsports and Noel Kitcher from NZTKR. Cruz McVie, who we didn't see last week, I pretty much believe, was in row 4 with Kyle Lavery with Team SAW Motorsports. In the 5th row, Trev Mortimer from Rogue Racing. Good to see Trev pushing up into the top 10 beside Mitchy Noble from Sim Racing Brotherhood. We're switching across to the next screen, and we'll see in the 6th row, we've got Davey Gallo and Dougie Gowans, SLM Motorsports and Carling Motorsports, respectively. In the 7th row, Ray Oliver from SLM Motorsports and Mason Martin from the Pacific Esports team. In the 8th row, we've got Ash Glover from Rogue Racing and Thomas Cooley from the Koala Cartel. In row 9, we've got Sean Doyle with the SLM Academy beside Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. In the 10th row, Max Donnelly from NZ Racing beside Thomas Sunny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team. We flick across. We've got 2 more sheets like this to go through, ladies and gents. We're in 21st place, row 11. M. Wiley from the Koala Cartel beside Shane Daniels, Stevie Daniels, I should say, from LCR Esports. Apologise for that. D'Souza is in the 23rd row, in 12th row with Callum Hodgkinson from OPR. In the 13th row, Wayne Edwards from Webb Racing is with Josh King from Team SAW Motorsports. In the 14th row, we've got ED with, I can't remember his name at the moment. Elliot D, that's it. Elliot D from Team Pear-Shaped Racing with Cam Hardwick from the SLM Academy. We've got Ryan Price beside P. Humble on the 15th row. We've got a few more to go. We've got 30 seconds to go before the race gets off. So I'll speed this up as we go through to get that finished off before the sirens and lights go off. Let's go. There we are. We've got Stone and Dines in the 16th row. Sinkovich and Wakefield coming across with Ewans and Gander, Browning and Anderson, then Simmons and Johnson. 40 cars there already. There's a couple more on that list to go as we flick through. They're going all the way around the corner. Ladies and gents, have a look how far around the corner they go. We are going green, green, green tonight. Round 2 of the Warren & Brown Tools Toyota GR86 Nationals, and they've taken off beautifully. First 3 cars straight away.
Free wide already.
A little bit of contact straight away. Ridley, Doyle and Byrne coming through there, but they've quickly settled down as their hearts have gone into their mess to go. The top spot coming through by Doyle. Doyle's got the pressure of Byrne already on the back of him. They've got a couple of about 8 tenths on Cook, who's coming through there, and Levin has made his way through there as well. We've already got a few people that have jumped a few places up the grid, but the track is already starting to settle down. Thomas Sunny Cena is having a bit of a go on Ash Glover at the moment, but Ridley being very wise of what Doyle is doing coming through there as they come through the first time up that little hill section. Everyone nice and clean, coming through nicely. The laps are already getting very fast. These boys everywhere up and down the grid. Have a look at the tail of this. There's a caution in turn 10, I think I heard then. But everything's looking very spicy. I love this corner here. They got to watch the pit entry as well. I don't think they're going to need it unless there's damage, but under brakes, Ridley has put it in there nice and tight. Door behind him, Byrne behind him.
Oh, no.
We've got cautions coming through. We've got Brandon Levin rotated around there at the moment. Looks like there might have been a bit of contact with one the cars. It looks like 970's calling moving under brakes. So we'll see that one. Who is 970?
They were staggered 3 wide.
970, Noah Kitchener.
We got more trouble.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Tomlin's pushing. One of the LCR boys is keeping his elbows out and getting the NZ car out wide. That's Glover coming through there as well. So we'll see how that continues coming through. Oh,
Stevie Daniels is toast.
Yeah, there's a bit of clothing. I think Cobe's downstairs. You've got to turn off my second screen's overlay because you've got it on there twice at the moment. But we've got, I tell you what, bit of heart and mouth stuff at the moment. You can see these boys going for it everywhere, and my screen for the names is decided it's going to freeze again. So that's all right. We'll just keep going. Way to go, mate. Way to go. There's just so much going on. So many cars on track at the moment tonight, and they're having an absolute blast. You can see James Doyle has got it over Ridley there for those few corners as we were getting all that action in the mid-pack. Ridley is in second. Daniel Byrne third. Cookie's got up there into fourth. Kitchener fifth. Lavery sixth. Mortimer seventh. Mitch Noble eighth. All the top part of the grid, all the way to 15th place, is the pros. In the blue, we've got the Pro-Ams, and in the green, we've got the Ams. So the highest Am in the moment is Brad Dines. It looks like we've got the Pro-Ams and Ams very well separated tonight.
That we do. It's rare that you kind of see it like that. Normally, we're kind of accustomed to pretty much everyone intermixed. Yeah, a lot of different colors up in the top 10. Oh boy.
Did you see the air that David Gallo got off that curb then? His car was up at like about 30 degrees in the air coming through. I'm not sure which curb he hit, but Jesus, he got some air out of it. Way to go.
That's the great thing about going up the hill right there in 3A. That's the highest part of the track, and that is as blind of a corner as you're gonna get. You are going over the crest, and you really don't know where the car is gonna go, and it's so easy to hit that curb. You'll see even the stock cars, they'll hop it, and they'll be on two wheels bicycling over down the hill, and it is the coolest thing, especially since the stands right there, that's usually where we sat for the race every year. So you'd be seeing them do that right in front of you, and it is a blast when you do it. Terrifying, but man, is it fun. And you just gotta hope that you nail the exit well enough to be able to land within the curb. And you're not entirely sure if you're going to be within that curb until you're going down the hill and you can finally start to see it. That's why you'll see a lot of people go off there, because you're really just kind of guessing and going off of instinct. Like right there, you can't see anything. You're basically just driving off of feel, experience, and prayer.
Yeah, you pretty much got to look into the foreground, like at trees and markers in the landscape behind you to get yourself a good rhythm. Down screen at the moment, we've got Kyle Lavery. You can show you the level of undulation in this track, so you can get a better perspective down there. I'll leave it on there for a bit so you can see a full lap, because the undulation in this track is ridiculous. At the level it drops from one end to another is very high. As you got Ridley there trying to get a nice little turn in under Cooley then, but under Doyle then, but Daniel Byrne was up there straight away. Okay, so the contact between Brandon Levin and I'm not sure if the RC thing's working tonight. We'll have to get down there and have a look. I think it was it Kitchener? Was it 970?
It looks like
196.
Yeah, McVie getting it, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like McVie 196. He's got himself a point, a time penalty for that incident coming through. Anyway, I'll switch that top screen out. I don't know where to look at the moment. Actually, we'll go to Cruz McVie because he's battling down there at the moment. Have a look at these boys coming around each other, getting right in and under Mason Martin and Ray Oliver, two teammates coming through there, and we'll take it out to the outside screen so you can see that as well. And down the bottom, a top screen. Oh, bit of contact for Cookie.
Daniel Byrne around.
Yeah, looks like Cook touched the back of Daniel Byrne, and Byrne's gone round and left for dust. He still managed to get himself back on track, so he is not doing too bad coming through there, but he's actually come out behind.
Oh no, we got more trouble with the carousel, Mortimer.
Oh,
around.
We do, Mortimer, and looks like my boy Brad 808 is just called that in. Oh, 104 cresting toe.
Oh.
Yep. We have got a bit of, look at Brad, poor bugger. He got involved there with, I can't remember who that other car was.
You can't park there, mate.
Is
that Daniel Byrne again?
Yeah. Daniel Byrne has got to be the unluckiest driver so far in this series. based on last week and tonight. But the battle at the pointy end, Kyle Ridley and James Doyle, both exceptionally fast. And we spoke about James Doyle last on Tuesday night, being he was out in the V8 for the first time and showed some amazing pace. Brad Anderson's Brad's been allowed to tow, so he's called that out already. But I'll tell you what, we are into.
Actually, that was David Gallo that hit Anderson.
Oh, was it?
In the carousel. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, down. You can see him come down the hill.
So I'm like, huh.
425 multiple contact on lap 2. 425 would be, as I scroll
Max
through
Donnelly.
Max Donnelly. Oh, Max. That was that
no!
contact.
Okay.
No.
That is Daniel Byrne involved.
That is Daniel Byrne. That one, unfortunately, he got caught in that one as well. That was a messy one, I'll tell you what. And they disappeared because it looks like McVee's car disappeared then too.
He is no longer connected. Oh no, I hear more tire squealing. I think we have another incident. We do. Up in the hairpin, one of the LCR cars around.
Yep.
Oh no, it's gone around again. Oh no, and I think it might have been friendly fire.
Yep. We've got Brandon Levens around and around. You can see that coming through. Dean's called something in as well at the moment, so we've got a few people. Looks like a few people are having trouble with the rear ends, and maybe the temperature has gone up a little bit. I'm not sure, because I'm noticing a few rear ends going through there. McVee, think he disconnected. McVee's gone, but I don't know if he's disconnected or whether he had a crash in the system. We'll see. The race control can usually tell.
It has actually dropped 13 degrees since practice.
Okay, so maybe it's too cold. Maybe it's too cold. Maybe the boys aren't just enjoying the heat in the tyres. But anyway, it is still going hot for leather everywhere. Have a look at the top screen. We've got who we got there. We've got Thomas Cooley at the moment battling it out. He has got beside him one of the Sim Racing Brotherhoods.
Actually,
it's an SLM car. Is that Gowan?
Yeah, that's Dougie.
Really
That's a new paint.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, well, his paint last night in the Super Formula Lights, in the end, we worked out that it was very similar to the Rothmans Formula One team livery that we used to have, the Williams, when they had the Rothmans. Oh, look at this bottom screen. Ridley's taking the inside line on James Doyle. He's got the pass done. What a bit of work he's done through there. He's done a great bit of work, but it's not all over because he's got the outside line coming up to the hill now. You've got James Doyle coming through on the inside line. Is he going to be able to hold it up there and get underneath him? He has.
Oh, no.
But he's carried way too much pace through there.
They'll save it.
Yeah, he's saved it, but he just took way too much pace in there. I think he was going to lose that spot out because he chose to break a little bit late through there. But Dougie Gowan, as you can see him in the top screen at the moment, putting the pressure on in a big way.
Oh, Elliot D's gone around.
Yep, 61 is called something in as well at the moment, so I can't see who that is. Oh, Greggy Johnson, of course who it is, 61. We should know that number off by heart. Yeah. All right, where to go, where to look. The action is afoot everywhere. Kyle Ridley has sort of backed off and lost a bit of pace there. You can see him on the bottom screen with the top-end battle going a little bit south on him. I'm just trying to have a look. We've got Sean Doyle and Dougie Gowans, which we've been following on the top screen. They're going hell for leather at the moment. Look at this pack here. Look at this pack here on the bottom. They're going for it big time. You've got Tomlin, who's chasing down Glover. Then you've got Wild, Oliver, Gallo, Hodgkinson, Hardwick, all going for it at the moment. Hardwick is trying to catch this pack, but they're fanging it like crazy through there. Can't see who that is. The timing tower is going a bit of a fit by the look of it.
Tossing a looking. for a big send right there into turn 11. Backs out of it.
Yeah.
But I tell you, that little altercation between Doyle and Ridley, that's brought a few more into play.
Yeah, 100%.
Kitchener and Lavery have now caught up. It's now pretty much a 4-car battle for the win now, once again.
It is. Greggy Cook's got himself 15-sec penalty for that contact that we saw with Daniel Byrne earlier on. So that's going to rectify itself a little bit, not much.
So look at the viewpoint right here going through the carousel. You talk about the elevation change, and you hear that cameras and TV never do it justice, and that is absolutely true. Like you just absolutely see the cars drop down like they're dropping through the earth when they're going through the carousel. It's just incredible. And there's another spot I want to point out in reference to that when we get back to that part of the circuit.
What, that bottom screen, have a look at Kitchener and Lavery. Kitchener closed the door as soon as he got ahead of Lavery there, almost took the nose cone off how close he's coming across. He's done it again, so Lavery's got to be very wary of Kitchener's change in direction, that he doesn't get underneath him and leave the nose in. He's got to bring the nose out. The pass isn't on, and the overlap isn't enough.
Oh, Tom out. Got Ray Oliver having to make the save.
Yeah, Ray Oliver is down and out. He's going for it, but have a look at Gallo coming through there at the moment. He has got another battle pack behind him. There's Wiley, Hodgkinson, Hardwick, all the way through them. Have a look. We spoke about Hardwick. He was about a tenth off them before. He's caught up to them because this battle slowed this battle pack down. So they're all catching up. And behind them, we've got Gabriel Sousa and Ryan Price and Josh King. These boys are starting to catch up that pack as well. So before we know it, there's going to be about 8 of them fighting it out amongst each other.
Man, it's crazy. You see how close they get through that hairpin. Like it's
big time.
So narrow.
Big time. Wakefield's having a battle down the back with Elliot D. Wakefield's the lead car. Elliot D is coming in underneath him. He's getting into his mirrors and letting him know he's there. Russell Gander from Northwind Motorsports is in the pink car in front of them. Ridley is still putting the pressure on. We are down to the halfway mark of this session. It almost feels like it's too long. We're so used to doing the super sprints, but everyone is rocking and rolling, and the massive grid is out there. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can do it from here, but maybe I can. Yes, I can. Have a look. I'm going to just scroll through some of these battles so you can see from the blimp how many cars and how far apart they are. The boys are really, really going for it. Chopper views are like you, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you see they already started to eke out the gap again to those 4 chasing them, so it's now back down to a 2-horse race just as quickly as it was 4.
Yeah, Mason Martin is having a go there at Sean Doyle from the SLM and putting some mega pressure on him at the moment in there. But they're spread out everywhere now. They've really opened it up big time, but you can see under brakes there on the top screen coming down there, Lavery and Greg Cook right up the back of Lavery and really get into it. Oh, who was that? Wakefield. Okay, so Wakefield copped a penalty for contact with Dean in lap 6. So brothers-in-laws getting out on track and getting into each other. Oh, a lot A lot of dirt tacking there by Ridley coming through there. He's trying to open up the track as much as possible and catch him. He's done well to get back on top of him based off how close he was earlier on, and then it opened right up on him. Have a look at this pack here. This is crazy. The camera's on Gabriel in the middle there, and Callum Hopkins.
Oh, we're side by side through the carousel for third. Lavery to the inside of Kitcher. He's going to get the pass done, and now Cook is trying to follow him through.
Cook is there. He's got Mitchy Noble following him as well. Mitchy Noble's ready to pick up the pieces.
Oh, Kitcher!
You're spot on there. Look at Kitcher. Yeah, he's coming through, but Lavery has done it. He's got himself in that third place, and we picked up that pass just at the right time coming through there. We've got Cookie just behind these boys as well, waiting for the crumbs to drop. But let's have a look at the different racing lines are really prevalent on this track at the moment because it's such a wide part and getting the car slowed down. Cookie's having a look. He's trying to get in underneath Kitchener. Has he done it? Is he going to be able to hold it out there? Kitchener has got him through, but look behind him. Mitchy Noble smelled the blood and the water as well. So Kitchener's got now Mitchy Noble putting pressure on him too. So he's now dropped 4 places in a matter of a few minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing about this place is that there's a lot of different ways you can take into these corners, and every one of them are pretty viable. Because like me, I like to take kind of a late entry and then kind of cut straight off. And I really don't use the curbs a whole lot in any car, but you'll see a lot of guys turn in early, try to use as much curb as possible and help them turn through. And typically it'll be about similar pace. And that's the fun thing about this track is it's a lot more finesse based than it is precision like at most any other road courses. Like you can try different things and chances are any one of them are going to work. As Cook just got around Lavery right there through the short course hairpin.
Vegas, Mike is not working, mate. I'm not sure who he's talking to. Can you hear me? Can you people hear us? Maybe he's racing out there and his mic's not working. I'm not sure. But we are down to the last 10 minutes now, so the bite is still going on. James Doyle and Cole Ridley is really, really sticking to him like glue. They have pulled away a good 5 seconds from the fighters there of Cookie, Kyle Lavery, and Noah Kitchener. So Cook's got himself back up into that spot. Did Cook have it? Oh, no, Cook's got himself a 15-second penalty, hasn't he? So he needs to finish up as high as possible. He's going to drop all the way. He's going to drop a fair way down, man. He's going to drop to about 10th. Somewhere around there at some point. Yeah. But that pack is closing up. Kitchener and Noble all the way down to Gowans. Doyle, Mace Martin is coming through.
There he goes.
Oh, he's having a sniff. He's having a look at him. He's got that beautiful teal green. Oh, he's done it nicely. He's taken a good line through there and got some beautiful pace through there. It was not close. But have a look at Mitchy Noble as well. He's got underneath Kitchener and Cooley then come through into that spot. He's got himself up in the 5th place. Biggest mover at the moment is going to be David 747 Simmons down the bottom in 16th. I'm just going to go through some big movers for you, everyone, to come through. 65. That's Cam Hardwick. 064 and 65 contact in lap 8. So we got that. The other one that's really a big mover is I was going to say Cam Hardwick. Ryan Price up 13 places. Ryan's on that screen then. That new sexual livery, he does change them a fair bit, doesn't he? It does make it hard for us to keep on track to see what he is going. He's gone for the Jesus livery at the moment. He's got him with his rosaries on his head. So he's doing the biblical move. But behind him, he's got my boy Josh King putting some pressure on him at the moment, and Brad Dines following them very close. if you're out there and you're watching this racing and you want to support someone, you don't know who, or you got someone in mind, let us know so we can put them on the main screen. We're all about sharing the love all the way up and down the field wherever we can, because the boys support us, and that's the best way we can support them and support their sponsors. That's why I told all the boys tonight to reach out to all their friends and families and share the stream so they can get their sponsors out there. Here we go. 78 on 99.
And Oliver.
Yeah. So, that was the one we saw, yeah, where the three of them bunched up and someone got sandwiched in the middle. But Cookie is having a go here. He has got himself around Lavery now, so he's got himself back into third place. Lavery shouldn't worry about that too much. Just get in behind him at the moment, because Cook's got himself a 15-second time penalty at the end of this race, so he'll have to go through that. Let's have a look. Anyone else we want to have a look at? There's a bit of a battle going here. Ryan Price is still having a lot of fun.
Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Look at Ridley.
Oh.
This is not an easy place to be side by side. What a crossover.
Oh, very, very game after sitting so close for such a long time. But it's not over, because has he got any overlap left? Just a fraction of air between them, and that's it. So it looks like Ridley has made his move at the right spot. 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go. Maybe he's been sitting behind a little bit and saving his tyres. I'm not too sure. But cracking bit of work there by him. Cracking bit of work. Two young fellas battling on the bottom screen. Thomas Sonny Cena and Mason Martin. There's a fair few years gap between them, but they are still the two young boys. Really, pressure is on big time, isn't it?
Yeah.
5 to go. I do like this layout, mate. I do like this layout. I reckon it's a cracking layout for this car. I think it's allowed for some racing. The passing has been there, but not huge, like you did say. But it's been pretty cool. I like it. We've got 27 in the stream tonight, people out there. So thank you very much for supporting the drivers out there tonight, and a few in Facebook as well. But we are approaching now the last 5 minutes. Where is Barney's Tower? That is a bit further back. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one, mate, to make sure we don't miss it.
So it's going to be, as you're coming out of the turn 11 hairpin, that the two little kinks in the straightaway, it's going to be right in between both of those.
Yeah. Have a look at this pack on the bottom screen. Oh, my God. That is huge. That is the battle pack for third place. This is up the top. You've got the battle for top spot, first and second. In the bottom screen, you've got Greggy Cook, Kyle Lavery, Mitch Noble, Thomas Cooley, Noah Kitchener, Dougie Gowan, Sean Doyle, all fighting for that final few spots. And it could quite easily change, because all it takes is one error, and all of a sudden someone's dropped and lost about 3 or 4 places. Oh, someone's tried to go. Oh, my God, did you see that? Thomas Cooley
did.
What the hell was that? He made it work. He made it stick, but he really put his car in that spot, and Mitchie Noble had nowhere, and Kitchener had no answer to it. He got the overlap, he got in the right place, and got the corner, made it his. But that's not over, because it looks like Noble's putting the pressure on still. All right, we are lapping at about a 132 on average, somewhere around there, 134s at the moment, the last 2 laps for the lead cars. So we're going to get about another 2 laps in, and then the final lap by the look of it. But that will be race 1 of the sprint round tonight, ladies and gents, for the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals at Sonoma Raceway. A lot of dirt, a lot of dust, but the track is showing a lot of grip tonight, and the boys have been attacking some of these curves spectacularly. You can see the battle pack coming through. The top 10 are all on screen, top 3 on top, and then the rest of them on the bottom. Ridley is not holding back, is he? He is making sure he's getting every inch of this track covered and trying to get as much momentum ahead of Ridley as possible.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't even owing at Ridley. Doyle almost went off. He did went off, actually. Went right off onto the grass. But as you can see, it very much did not cost him any time right there.
Yeah, a few blue flags getting out of the way at the moment, which is good to see. as the boys are battling it through there. Let's see if we can have a look at the classes at the moment, because we're coming up to the last 2 laps. You can see all the way through the top 10 at the moment is Kyle Ridley leading the pros out. The Pro-Ams is, I just missed it. It just changed. It was Mace. Was it? No, flick the next one. Who's in 11th place? Thomas Sonny Cena, yeah, in 11th place is the lead Pro-Am. And it looks like, is it David Simmons leading the AMs out?
No, it's Ash Glover.
Ash Glover doing a cracking job there as well. So well done to Ash. That's for the first heat. So a little bit more points per race because it's broken down across 2 races rather than 3. Oh, Kev Wakefield's just called something in. So he's having a bit of a tussle. Who's he having a bite with there at the moment? I can't see him on my list. But Brandon Levin and Dean are going for it here at the moment. 2 teammates coming through. Good to see them sticking together. Hopefully they're just trying to pull away from Shane Nyons. Wakefield is racing around Greggy Johnson. So it looks like, is that him in the pits?
Oh no! Contact Noble and Kitcher!
Yeah.
Or was that?
I don't know, but there's a few boys going
actually that was Doug. I got thrown off by the new livery because it looks so much like Mitchie's, but yeah, that was Doug and Kitcher.
Yeah, it looks like it. Have a look at this battle now. I'll tell you what, Doyle knows. You can smell it in the blood. This is going to be, will this be the white flag? Let's have a look. Is this the white flag coming through?
Yes,
because we can see them coming. Where's Barney? Did you see Barney?
There he is.
There he is. White flag. Barney is waving. So we are on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Ridley leading them out. Behind him is Doyle with only 2 tenths behind him, putting the pressure on. They've pulled away a whole 5 seconds on the battle pack behind him. Greg Cook, Kyle Lavery, Thomas Cooley, Mitchie Noble, Dougie Gowans. These guys have all peeled off against them, but at the moment we've got Greggy Cook, I believe, has got a 15-second time penalty to take through there. Dougie Gowans is having a bit of a tussle there with Sean Doyle, his own teammate, coming through. And then the battles behind there, Thomas Sonny Cena and Ash Glover going for it as well. As you can see them through and enjoying the tussles as they're getting around there. Hardwick is all the way on the back of Mitch on Mace. What's the gentleman's name? Mitch Weil. I did have it right the first time. Putting pressure on, but a little bit difference in entry to that hairpin going up the hill there, mate. Did you notice that again? It looks like Lavery's Ridley is nailing that entry and just getting away a little bit more.
Yeah, he's able to get on the power just that little bit quicker. And when it comes to these cars, that's worth its weight in gold, especially since it leads right into this, which is arguably the best passing opportunity. Yeah. And with these cars, you might as well be taking the S's flat out.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, coming across the finish line for the Heat 1 tonight of round 2. We have got Kyle Ridley from the SLM Motorsports team crossing the line in first place. Coming across second place is James Doyle, and he takes it home for the Koala Cartel. In third place is Greggy Cook from Project 36. Kyle Lavery brings it home into the 4th place. Mitchie Noble is in 5th. Ridley in... Oh, Ridley jumped down somehow. That must just be... No, that's just SDK playing around games with me. We'll just ignore that altogether. But the rest of the grid's coming through nicely. The boys for the different classes have done a cracking job as well, as we'll get to see all that in the next few minutes. I wonder how they enjoyed it out there tonight, mate, because there was a lot of very close battles over a long period of time where they just had to make sure they're on focus and on song.
Yeah, this was a phenomenal race. Like, we got a perfect mix of action and craze, chaos, some wild wrecks, but some phenomenal passing and great racecraft. Like, it had a little bit of everything, which is what you want to see as a broadcaster and definitely what you want as a driver. Like, I'm so impressed by the race the motherland put on, and hopefully we'll get more of the same here for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. Just typing a quick message out there. Cross. Oh, 5-minute warm-up. All right, so let's get going in there. 5-minute warm-up. I'm just wanting, you know what? Let's see who's in the room. Let's have a quick chat. Let's have a see who we can bring in for a bit of a quick chat about how the track is and how much fun they're having out there. Let's see who is in there that, oh, you know what? Ryan Price can put a few sentences together. Let's just drag him in and see how he's going. Hopefully he's not swearing at the time, because he can be quite a potty mouth sometimes. Ladies and gents, I'm just sneakily grabbing him in. One of the admins from the GR86 Nationals, Mr. Ryan Price. I've snuck you into the room. Price, are you there?
Yeah, I'm shocked. What's going on?
I'm glad there was no trickling noise. You haven't brought your mic into the toilet or anything like that, mate. Just wanted to hear, mate, what's it like out there? What's the track feeling like at the moment?
The first part's fun, but as the car warms up, it seems to be, it starts to get a little bit squirrely, as they might say, or just unsettled. But no, it's fun track.
Is that what we're seeing at the moment? A few rear ends getting loose, and that's where we're getting the contacts at the moment?
Yeah, and I think the front ends are sort of starting to, they start to slide wide. So you're seeing that on that second corner up to the right off the hill. I think a few people run out of fuel as well, to be honest. I think there's a few people that forgot to put the right amount of fuel in.
I did notice a car being pushed. I won't go dob them in because I think there's a penalty for that still. I can't remember if the rule's still in there or not, because you are not allowed to be pushed around. You need to make it past at least the second corner, I think it is, and after that, it's all good.
One of the veterans, Dougie Gowans, would know all about cars being pushed, so
yeah,
maybe ask.
we might. I wonder if Race Control's listening right now.
No,
I love your work, mate.
It happened in another race.
This is true, mate.
It's a fun track. Hopefully the racing looks good on the broadcast. But
it does. We would like to see a little bit more passing, but the battle packs are very tight and very close, which is giving us some great action to commentate on. One little mistake and it falls apart. So it's good to see. It's good to see that there's a lot going on.
I think you'll also find some of the main corners. I'm not good at it, but I think you'll find some of the main corners are easy to defend on. So it is pretty hard to pass, to be honest, unless someone really balls it up. It's you might not see a lot of overtakes. I don't know. Is that what you're seeing on the broadcast?
Yeah, pretty much, mate. Yeah, we are. It's really down to error and pressure at the moment, and a couple of. There's a lot of different race lines in some of these corners as well. The hairpin coming up the hill to the right. We're seeing a few different race lines coming through. I think that's corner 7 on the main layout. But it's just a few little difference in race lines and stuff like that. But it's looking good.
What line are they taking? Give me some tips, because I'm terrible.
One's working. It's not some. It really depends on their braking point and pace they're taking through. Like we noticed that Cooley was taking it more of a tighter run sometimes, and then Ridley was taking more of an open run, so coming out a little bit and trying to get the car straight a little bit quicker, so that he had more of a straight line coming up it. So it's a variation on it, but it changes lap to lap as well, mate, because they're all fighting battles. They're getting cars underneath each other as well. So it does make a difference.
And I think the tyres are wearing out. Not that they generally do it in an 86, but now we're running max power or 110% engine power.
It's a new era, man.
Yeah, the cars do drive a little bit differently than normal.
Yeah,
notice the tyres.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is what's going to happen in season 3. Are we going to get the cars lighter?
Yeah, well, potentially. Don't give away too many secrets. They're our aces.
This is true. All right, Mr. Price, get out of here, mate. Get ready. They're not too far away from track time, and loving the new livery, mate. He's always got a new one, and God bless you, mate.
Praise the Lord, mate. Jesus is the
brother.
King. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
That was one of our admins from the 07 has got himself a bit of a penalty there as well. That's Dougie Gowans. Ooh, naughty Gowans.
Yeah, that was the Kitchener incident.
Yep. And Wayne Edwards, timing without permission. He is going to be starting from the pits with reverse top 10 at the moment as well, I believe it is. So it's going to be very interesting. Wayne Edwards is out. He's had a call out, so he's had to go and do his day job. Power is up. Sounds like a nice lad. He's a nice lad, mate. He is a nice lad. He's a hard-working one as well. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, nice and feisty. Look at this. We've got Mason Martin in the front row, the young fella, the youngest boy in the grid from Pacific Esports Racing in the first place. Beside him, we have got Noah Kitcher from NZTKR. And in the second row, we've got, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but I thought I saw maybe he's getting a time penalty for later on. But Dougie Gowans is on the second row with Sean Doyle. And then we've got Mitchie Noble and Thomas Cooley in the third row. Fourth row, Lavery and Cook. Fifth row, Doyle and Ridley. So they're the boys you're going to be watching. I'll have my camera on Ridley for the race down the bottom. All right, so we're going to run out of time in a few minutes, but we'll keep it going. Let's have a look. Where was I up to? I just heard Barb's pop up in my ear. In the sixth row, we've got Cena and Glover. Seventh row, Wiley and Hardwick. Eighth row, Souza and Tomlin. Ninth row, King and Dines. 10th row, Mortimer and Stone. Here we go. Then we've got 11th row, Donnelly and Johnson. 12th row, Oliver and Browning. 13th row, Hodgkinson and D. 14th row, Gander and McCall. 15th row, Simmons and Wakefield. In the 16th row, Levin and Sinkovich, teammates beside each other. Then we've got Humble and Ewans. We've got Gallowan and Piccoli. And then Rayner and Bryce, Daniels and Byrne. That rounds out the top 40 drivers. Do we have more than that left on the grid? Because we've had a few that have had to take off to work. And finish off for the night. I believe we've got, yes, McVie and Anderson, and then we've got Edwards who've had to take off to work. Downstairs tonight, the race director is Greggy Barber and race steward, it looks like Tyson McAvoy, but also, where is Mark Cochran tonight? Can't see him on the grid. Must night off. Have a look how far they go back, man.
I know. It's incredible.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to, cars on track, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the Warren and Brown Tools Toyota GR86 Nationals, the biggest, best Toyota GR86 league in the country, if not the world, and supported by Warren Brown Tools. We are 30 seconds away from starting. We'll see a puff of smoke for the feature race tonight for round 2. Some critical points going to be won out there tonight, and all the boys are all the way down the back. On the front row, we have got the novices of Mason Martin and Noah Kitcher. They're off and they're going. Kitcher didn't really do much of a burnout, but he got a great start, though, didn't he? He launched it straight away. Not much smoke. So they're pushing it through the first corner. Have a look at the beautiful work Kitchener's done off the line, man. He's got himself already 6/10 across there. Earlier on, straight away, coming through the back there as well, we've got... Who is that? That is one of the SLM boys. I can't quite tell who it is in 11th place. It is... That's not Brad Dines. My SDK is giving me all sorts of silly names at the moment. But we'll believe what's on the main screen, and that's it. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, that was a great start by Kitcher. Kitcher didn't even blow any... There was no burnout or nothing. Just beautifully came off the line and hooked it up straight away. Have a look. Oh, no. I think that's going to be on to the cartel driver because there was overlap in there, and I don't think he realised how close he was in there. Who is that on the screen we've got right now rotating around?
Yeah, I'd say I agree with that there, Sinka.
Yeah, there it is there, yeah. he had the driver there. There was nowhere that driver could go as well. That driver had to avoid those big bollards too. So that's unfortunate there. I'm not sure who that was. Was it Cooley?
Yeah, it was Cooley that one.
Yeah, it was Cooley. And maybe he's driving on single screens. It's a bit hard to tell when you're coming through there. But we are back to the pointy end. Kitchener, Martin, Doyle, Gowans, Noble, Cook, Ridley, and Doyle, Cena, and Lavery. So the boys are going through it. There's a lot of battles already developing, a lot of really close call. Ray Oliver on the bottom screen is having a great little stoush there with Joshua King and Callum Hodgkinson beside him. He's got King and Oliver are going for Oliver going underneath him. King's out to the outside line. Is he going to be able to tuck in, or is Hodgkinson going to get in there underneath him? Hodgkinson's got underneath him, so he's avoided him from coming through. But, King, he's done a beautiful job to get back. He's been boxed in. Greggy Johnson, he's got him back in that spot because, he's been rotated around. Oliver's touched the rear end of him and given him a bit of love. He's lost about 5 places through there. So, no. There's a couple of cars going off as well. I'm not sure how those boys, I think it was Brad Dines and Gabriel Souza got locked up together there. I'm not sure what happened to those two. Here it is. Dines has just lost control and drifted across that car. And, there it goes, straight into him. Both cars out into the wall. Thank God some of my SDK is working nicely.
First time
man. There is a request to tow. 82's questing the tow. So who is that? Is that Dines? Yeah, I thought so. Dines is in the wall. Yeah, that car is cooked. And as they say on YouTube land, you can't park there. Of course you can't park there. I know that.
See, that view right there that we just passed on the big screen, that was the other view that I wanted to point out. I stood at the end of that hill. Like, I've stood there. I had to look up to the top of that hill, like almost straight up. That is the biggest point I point to with how the elevation change does not show up on the broadcast, because that looks kind of relatively flat. It doesn't look like that steep of a drop. Boy, it is steep when you're looking at it in real life. It is wild how steep that is.
Yeah, it doesn't give you justice, and it's one of the things with the only way you can really see it is in VR. You can see it quite nicely, so you get a load of that. I tell you what, one day I'd like to hook up my VR while I'm broadcasting, and so you guys can pick up my camera of me on track looking left and right. That would be pretty cool, because it's a different perspective, because you can watch the cars go past you from left to right, and it gives you a bit more of a sense of the speed that they're passing you as well. We can do the old Martin Brundle on one of the corners.
Steve, that sounds very disorientating and possibly could go very poorly.
It could go very poorly, but you know what? Paulie is my middle name. But if you don't try, you never know.
Oh no, Joshua King going off.
Yeah, I just heard him call it in. Looks like he got a bit of extra help there. The Souza's off the core as well. He's had a crash too somewhere across in that line. Here's the replay at the moment. Pricey, did Pricey give him a bit of love? I think Pricey's trying to baptise him then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if Josh tried to check up, because you saw that there was
it was a slightest touch, man. It was the slightest touch. Yeah.
And you know what else? Because you saw right there, they passed right by Souza, like literally passed right by him.
Yeah.
So I wonder if King might have taken just a little more speed off just to make sure that he didn't hit him, and Price just was not able to factor that in at all, because they were like right next to him.
Mate, Mason Martin there on screen there. He's having a great battle there with Doyle, and 38 nose to rear contact. That was one we just saw. I believe that was Ryan Price giving the boys a bit of a love tap.
It's actually a penalty on Gallo.
On Gallo, so that's a different one, 38, yeah. Price's number is 56. So we'll wait to see how that one pans out a bit later. Safety car, not quite yet. But we haven't had one tonight. But I think it's just a little bit too open for us to have a safety car. Greggy Cook at the moment, he's got a bit of a bottleneck behind him. He's got Mitchy Noble on the bottom screen, Kyle Ridley, James Doyle, all following him through. Dougie Gowans is a bit of a gap on his own at the moment. He's got Cook behind him, but he's got Mason Martin.
Oh,
in
no,
the third
Greg
place.
Johnson.
Johnson's got, oh, that's Max Donnelly's incident there. Yep, Greggy Johnson's just called that in. So I'm not sure what's happened here. So there's Greggy Johnson coming through. And that is Max Donnelly behind him. Looks like Donnelly. Oh, yeah.
And then watch the rejoin of Greg. It's not bad. He just actually kind of drops down through the grass. And it was kind of funny to watch.
Yeah. Oh, look at the congestion through there. Oh, my God. Pricey's got the bottleneck. No, it's not Pricey. That's Elliot D. He's got the bottleneck in front there. And have a look at them. We've got Donnelly there. We've got one of the cartel beside him as well. I'm trying to see who that is. That's not Max. That's the other NZ car. Stevie Daniels is there as well. We got him through the back cam, and you can see the battle coming through there. The boys are very close. Oh, look at Elliot. One of those boys got swallowed nicely there.
Man, Rayner got real squirrely off.
What happened there? Oh, straight into the wall. It looks like it was, oh, man. What happened to Rayner? Did he get moved, or did he get some help? We'll have to have a look at that. That was a big impact coming through there. That car is cooked, man. That car is cooked. Oh. Here it is here. This is the replay. So there's Rayner on the, oh, we'll have to get a different angle. It looks like that it looks like there was almost, without seeing it properly, it looks like there's a bit of netcode dragged them together. They got sucked in together. But one is definitely, okay, here we go. So, oh, he's drifted across him. He's drifted across him. Yeah, he's drifted across him. Unfortunately, Rayner was an unwilling participant in there.
Yeah, honestly, that actually kind of reminds me of something you see a lot in the oval side, because I think Browning was anticipating that Rayner was going to track out to the wall a little more, and he didn't, which he's more than well within his right to do so. But sometimes that happens because you kind of have to rely on that anticipation, and you can't tell if the car next to you isn't tracking up to the wall. So oftentimes you're kind of doing that in blind faith. Now, again, in oval track racing, that's a huge necessity because you need all the room you can get at some points. That not quite, you don't really need to track out that far. So yeah, it's definitely a questionable one, but it's definitely something that I've seen quite a bit.
Yeah, it's yeah, it is what it is. Dougie Gowans at the moment having a look at Kitcher. You can see him at the moment there in his Marlboro Commodore livery inspired gig. Sean Doyle from SLM is still leading them out there as well. Doyle's had a cracking bit of work out there. He hasn't really, he's pulled away from Kitcher, and he hasn't really felt the pressure anymore, purely because his teammate Dougie Gowans is putting pressure on Kitcher, and Kitcher is fighting him, giving Sean Doyle the opportunity to escape up the street. Just behind him, you can see Cook having a dive on the inside. Cook's having
look at the crossover.
Nice bit of work there.
Wow.
Both boys doing great bit of work. Mason Martin, two young fellas, the two youngest in the grid at the moment. Two wide coming across the start-finish line. Got Cookie got the inside line coming up the hill, but that's going to change very soon to Martin's line. Martin sucked in behind. Cookie did a great job getting out of that corner. Beautiful bit of work. But have a look at this, too wide. Dougie Gowans is having a look at Kitchener. He's got the outside line coming through into this next corner up the hill, and he's got the crossover done nicely. Put a bit of pressure on. Cookie's having another look there as well behind them at Kitcher. So it looks like once you lose momentum, you lose it big time, because Kitcher is being swallowed up now, not just by Cook, but also by Mitchy Noble. Noble's got in there. Look at this, three wide coming through. Kitcher's been swallowed up. Oh, my God. That That was crazy bit of work. Mitchie Noble, look at him come through. They've all made it through. Greggy Cook dropped out. A little bit of contact. 3 wide coming through. Ridley. Cook's coming through there. 2 wide as well. Kitchener has got Mitchie Noble and Mason Martin coming through too. What a bit of driving that was, ladies and gents. That was spectacular. So much so exciting that I didn't even realise I put my camera on the same stream part of the track. We'll take that down to Elliot D and the boys down the bottom battling too.
Watch it twice.
Oh, look at this. Kitchener's got the pressure on 3 wide. He's opening it up. He's trying to close him off. Mason Mart didn't quite get the Ridley's got the inside line. Ridley just misses that bollard. Mason Mart comes in behind him, and Kitchener's lost another spot. In a matter of 4 corners, it's been smothered by about 5 cars. But it just shows you lose momentum on this track in this car, you are in big trouble. He's got the toe coming through the hill now. He's going to slingshot around. He can't quite do it. Ridley's got the beautiful line. Ridley's now bringing the toe up for Mason Martin up the hill. He gets those 2 wheels up in the air nicely. Coming down the hill is going to be the tricky bit. They're going to get down here, go up to the right-hand side turn. It levels out. Oh, Ridley's pulling away from these boys. The battle is down there to Mason Martin and Kitchen now. Oh, Kitchen's trying to get the inside line. Just missed that view. Oh, mate, this is heating up big time.
That was incredible. Oh, my
Keeping
God.
it very, very entertained. Very entertained.
The racecraft, I tell you. Oh!
It's not finished. Yep, 1:04:33. Wakefield's got the penalty. Have a look at Ridley now having a go there as well. Not Ridley, Lavery having a go there. He is fighting that battle with Thomas Sonny Cena in that car. Bottom screen, we've got Callum Hodgkinson and Brandon Levin going for it. They were around each other last week as well. I believe it was in the GT3s on Sunday night they were fighting each other. And behind them, Davey Gallo is just following along like a sniper to see what he can do. Lavery's putting some mega pressure on top screen. We're going 3 wide now. Have a look at this. Kyle Lavery in the middle. He's got a sandwich on one side. He's got an SLM car on one side, Cooley on the other side. How is he going to come out of this? It's going to be a tough one. It's not Cooley. It is James Doyle. But, oh, my goodness, these boys are putting on a show tonight. Great bit of work there. Lavery's maintained the pace above there. You can see, oh, Kitcher having a look. Is that Kitcher? That's a back markers at the moment. That's a back markers. That was a blue flag racing car coming through there.
Going around Browning, I believe, Kitcher.
Yeah, I think it was. So a little bit of a tight pass there. Lavery got the pass done on the bottom screen on Callum Hodgkinson. But that battle is now Callum Hodgkinson, Davey Gallo and Daniel Byrne bringing in Elliot Lee slowly as well. So it's going to turn into a 5-car battle as well. These battles are going everywhere, man. These boys are really sticking to each other like glue.
No kidding. This is just phenomenal right now. Oh, little touch. Doyle and the Senna.
Yep, you can see Dougie Gowans now starting to catch up slowly to Sean Doyle, his teammate. Mitchie Noble from the Sim Racing Brotherhood on the bottom screen is trying to run them down. I'm not sure how he's going to do there, but he is 8/10 behind those boys at this point coming through. Kitchener. Kitcher. I keep calling him Kitchener. Oh, that was that's a tough one to do. That's cost him a bit of time, but there's some more penalties coming through as well. 82, that's Dines. That's one we saw earlier on. Kitchener's doing his black flag. Mitchie Noble is outright third now, but he's got Kyle Ridley coming down and chasing him too. So there's going to be a battle there coming into the 4A. But have a look at this. Ray Oliver, he has got the boys from the SLM around him. He's got Ash Glover behind him at the moment, and he's got one of the cartel boys, Mitch Weil, in front of him. So it's going to be a battle between those. Look how much of a curb strike he's getting through there. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can use a lot of these curbs depending on what car you're in. A lot of them are flat. Like here through the carousel, it's perfectly flat. Like you can ride it absolutely no issues. A lot of them are fairly hefty, so you have to kind of be conscious of that depending on what car you're in. Like In IndyCar, you wouldn't dare touch any of these curbs except through turn 10, but these cars, like we've seen, they can absolutely take a curb strike and not even think twice about it. You remember the Murray cars at the bend a couple seasons ago? My God, Wakefield
has just tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Get out of my way, I'm coming through." That is an am battle in the bottom there, ladies and gents. You can see them coming through there very, very aggressively across each other. That is Phil Humble, Kev Wakefield, and Lachlan Browning coming through there with Greggy Barber leaning on each other. Oh, that was not nice by Wakefield. That was Kev leaning on him and pushing him out wide there, man. What was that about?
Oh, they hit each other again.
And what's he doing there? Oh, he's going to get... I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm happy about the way Kev did that then. After the impact, he's pushed him out wide. He's used him as brakes. He's trying to get back on track. He hasn't got room. But this, it looks like he must have been a bit spiteful of the incident there and trying to block him from returning because he goes in front of him again. Oh, I guess I'll leave that downstairs to race controllers to handle out. But that wasn't pretty on the broadcast by those boys at that point. But ladies and gents, we've got Sean Doyle leading them out there. We've got 11 minutes to go. I'd like to see a long race with some tyre and fuel strategy with these boys as well at some point, but a track with lots of passing, which is going to be a hard one to find for a long stint on these. But let's keep humming away and watching these battles because there's some crazy ones coming through. Ash Glover, Dave Gallo, those boys are all down the bottom screen going for it as well still, and they've got some others that are joining them behind them. .425 was 61. Who is 425, my friend?
Donnelly. That was the
Donnelly.
Grady Johnson.
Yep. So 425, he got himself relegated back. But once you've got your penalty, you've got your penalty. You if you readdress, that's I mean, if you readdress on your own accord, and they only lose one place, then they usually don't penalise you. But if the driver has lost more than 2 or 3 places, and you readdress, well, it's pointless readdressing because you're still going to get that penalty because of the impact you've done on that driver. If that driver's lost 4 or 5 spots, that's the relative about it. It's not relative to where you are to that driver. It's relative where that driver was on the track.
And we've seen many instances of this over the past few seasons, and every time it's it's not how it works. And
unfortunately, no. Race control did tell them to read the rules because that was a significant one they need to know about. At the moment, we've got a beautiful battle pack in the bottom there. You can see at the top of the screen.
Avery. Oh, Kyle was dirt tracking it.
Yep. Have a look at this at the moment. Dougie Gowans is having a bit of a stoush there with Mitchy Noble. Mitchy Noble has caught up to these boys, so the front pack is nice and tight. Kyle Ridley's there as well. So you got Doyle, Gowans, Noble and Ridley and on the top screen. And then you've got the bottom screen. You've got Kyle Ridley, Mason Mount, Lavery, James Doyle, Thomas Sonny Cena, Greg Cook, Hardwick, Tomlin, Mortimer, all in a big battle pack following each other coming through. So all the way down to 15th place. So these boys are putting on a cracking show with 9 minutes to go.
And you see, because I am stupid, in my mind, it's almost like Mitchy Noble is battling himself because my whole issues with trying to tell them apart.
They're almost, Mitchy and Dougie Gowans' car is very, very similar, aren't they?
They really are. I mean, Mitchy has the red spots on it, which makes it a lot easier to differentiate. But like at first glance, it's like they look identical, and you're so used to Mitchy's paint looking like that for the year that I've been around that when you see Doug, well, you automatically autocorrect to Mitch until you realize, oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
And I just made myself sound foolish.
It's all good, man. I do that quite regularly during the show, mate. So it's a tough one out there. You can see the braking points on the bottom screen. When they're under brakes, you can see how much time some of these guys are making up. Have a look at this battle pack. We just went through that battle pack. Have a look at it coming down the bottom S's to the hill. Lavery's got himself a beautiful gap there and leading them out. And Ridley is up into the top part where you can see on the screen as well. They're passing some back markers as we speak. So the back markers need to be getting out of the way quick, smart. This track can give it to you because you've got a lot of space to move over left and right.
I don't know if I would say that. There's quite a few narrow parts on this track. It's not the easiest for blue flag cars. There's just some areas where you really can't get out of the way in a timely and real safe manner. You know, it's one of those narrow tracks where you just kind of have to have some patience and give and take. Like, right, coming through here, yeah, absolutely. But going up the hill, going through the S's, yeah, there's hardly enough room for 2x2.
Did you see that car squirming on the grass? It looks like he just held it off the pit lane wall coming through. That was very close. Dougie Gowan's flashing some lights there at the moment to his teammate. So he is really pushing it through. I think it was Keepy out there saying, how's the racing tonight? Racing is good, mate, if that's your way of asking how your boys are doing and how they're dominating. Well, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top 10. So they're doing okay. Okay, just okay. Have a look at this bottom screen at the moment. Oh, my God, these guys are going for it. Cookie has got a bit of pressure on. He has got Thomas Sonny Cena and Cam Hardwick putting a team effort on the back of him. Oh, both of them nearly lost it. I think that was Sonny Cena hitting that really aggressively. Cook had to pull up right then because he nearly drove it into the back of Mason Martin, but he lost momentum, and that momentum has cost him big time because the two SLM boys are tucking in underneath each other, doing great bit of work. Cook is being passed there by Thomas Sonny Cena, but now Hardwick's trying to have a look as well. Hardwick's boxed him in. They've got a SLM sandwich going on. He's taking the inside line. Is he going to be able to get across? Oh, no, Cena did the wrong thing. Oh, Cena opened the door then. He should have stayed right and tight. Yeah.
Oh, he takes it back. He had the momentum on the high side.
Yeah, but that screwed his teammate over. If he would have stayed on that line, he would have had Cook tucked in behind him, and it would have given Hardwick a place to get around. That's unfortunate through there because that could have been a real pivotal move for those boys. But it is what it is. The top screen, ladies and gents, we've got Sean Doyle, Gowans, Noble, and Ridley all fighting it out.
Oh, big
for the final points. Bottom screen, we have got the boys fighting it out with Lavery, Doyle, Mason Mount, Cena, Cook, Mortimer, Hardwick, Chris Tomlin, and Brandon Levin slowly catching up to those boys. But Levin's got a bit of a battle on his own there with the Carling boys, which I'm going to switch to for a bit to watch the second battle pack coming through. So you can see them coming through there. You've got Levin leading out Davey Gallo, Daniel Byrne, and Mitch Weil and Ray Oliver as they battle through there. I'll try to see if I can get a bit more of an open camera line through there. There it is, coming through that line. But we are down to the last 4.5 minutes, ladies and gents, on the feature race, and it's another SLM Motorsports domination tonight as well, like it was last night. The boys tore it up in the open wheelers, and these boys are tearing it up tonight. So it looks like we've got a PER domination on Tuesday nights in the VA8s. Oh, did you see Ridley? Nearly lost it in the back then. Just got a fair bit of dirt under that tyre. Then we've got an SLM domination on Wednesday night this week. And tonight looks like another SLM domination. In the GT3s, it's a bit of OPR domination.
Yeah, I didn't see the Ridley incident because I was too distracted by the V88s.
V88s. Yeah, the brain is ticking away. Oh, look at this beautiful bit of work there. Lavery under brakes. He's got the Carling Motorsports team. Davey Gallo up there behind him with Carlin as well. Yep. Kev got Yeah, that was the one we saw earlier on where Kev squeezed one of the NZ boys into the dirt and then proceeded to block the run. Battles galore, ladies and gents. 3 minutes to go at the lap time of 1:32 on average at the moment. A bit faster than what we did in the first race. We're averaging about 1:34s. These boys are into the 1:32s and 33s at the moment, so considerably faster pace. Maybe the track is just a little bit more conducive to more grip, but we have got Sean Doyle from the SLM Motorsports team leading his teammate Dougie Gowans. Gowans has got pressure there from Mitchie Noble, who wants one more spot up. But then we've got behind him Kyle Ridley, who wants to get the block out. He wants 1, 2, and 3 from the SLM Motorsports team. Surely Dougie Gowans can slow himself down to a pace where Ridley can try to overtake. Team orders could come in effect there. If they're smart enough, they could box him in and get Ridley around. But that's all fair and well, because it is motorsports racing and teams do that stuff. So I'm all up for that sort of thing. Be smart.
To continue on your point about lap times, yeah, the weather is definitely helping with the difference in pace, because right now we're about 50 degrees cooler than what we were dealing with at St. Petersburg. That's the difference between our nice, calm, chill Northern California weather and Florida murderous humidity.
Yeah, true. Have a look at this bottom screen battle pack as well. These guys are going absolutely crazy. Mason Martin is still leading them around. Thomas Sanicina behind him. Greg Cook, Trev Mortimer, Cam Hardwick, Chris Tomlin, and Brandon Levin all coming through there at the moment. It's a spectacular bit of run of form. Lavery is now caught onto the back of Ridley as well. If you have a look, he's coming up. No, he's not. That's just my SDK telling me occupies. Lavery is there coming through. Just see that. Three wide coming through there. And the thing is, I believe that Wakefield is a back marker in this as well. So correct me if I'm wrong. That's at the moment Kev Wakefield in the way of James Doyle and Cole Lavery. He looks like he's moved over a little bit and he's let these boys race again. Lavery's got the inside line for some critical points. He's tucking in beautifully. He's got the pass done there beautifully on James Doyle.
3 wide exit at turn 11, a little further behind them. Cena, Martin, and Mortimer. And meanwhile, it's white flag.
Here we are, final lap. Final lap. Look at them come through. Thomas Sonny Cena is on the second screen. He is the boy coming through for the Pro-Am at the moment. I'm going to put that camera on him because he's been bottlenecking these boys for quite a while. But is he going to lose that spot to Mason Martin? That's a question. Mason Martin is putting the pressure on. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final lap for the feature race tonight for the Warren and Brown Tools Toyota GR86 Nationals. They're going 3 wide there. Lavery getting right up there on Tomlin as well. Not Lavery, Levin on the top of Tomlin. But this is some critical last few corners coming through. Is Mitchie Noble going to be able to hold on to the podium finish? Is he going to get passed around by Ridley? Ridley is gapped out a bit. You can see them coming through the last few corners. We've got the pros at the Tom Ed. Thomas Sonny Cena is in 8th place, and I'm not sure who the AM winner is at the moment or who is pushing the AM position.
Glover again.
It is Glover again. Ladies and gents, coming around the final corner. The hairpin as they come to the bend. Ladies and gents, the race is finishing. We have got Sean Doyle taking out the feature race, coming across the line as he's flashing his lights for the SLM Academy, SLM Motorsports team. Dougie Gowans comes across in 2nd place. Mitchie Noble comes around in 3rd. And Kyle Ridley from SLM takes it in 4th place. Lavery brings it across the line for Team SRW in 5th place. James Doyle for the Koala Cartel. Brings it across in 6th. Greggy Cook brings it home in 7th place. Thomas Sunny Cena takes the Pro-Ams tonight in 8th place outright, followed by Trev Mortimer, Mason Martin, Chris Tomlin, Brandon Levin, Dave Gallo, Daniel Byrne, and Mitch Weil. Who is the AM winner? I believe it is Ash Glover in 18th place, bringing it home and doing a cracker bit of job. Look at this. Daniel Byrne up 26 places. Davey Gallo up 22 places. Brandon Levin up 19 places. Cracking bit of work. Wayne Edwards up 24. So we've got some really big movers across there. And it's been a spectacular run through. I tell you what, some cracking racing tonight, mate. This has been absolutely spectacular. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
I am very proud of the show that the Motherland put on tonight. This was phenomenal. Like, for a track that it's not the easiest to pass, we saw some overtakes. My goodness, the racecraft on display was absolutely top tier.
Yeah, it is definitely, like I said tonight, the family and friends and drivers need to share this out because this is some amazing racing. These cars, what they can do in these cars, because the pace is so relative close to them, it has been absolutely spectacular. So they've got to do it. They've just got to share it out. We need more eyes and ears watching this every week. We had a good crowd tonight, 25 to 30, but I want to see 100 at least watching this live because it is spectacular and on the edge racing.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
One important thing to keep in mind is that Kitcher got himself an extra 35-second penalty for unserved black flag, so that's going to be a huge point hit to the car that came in as the championship leader.
Yeah. So what the boys are doing at the moment is the admins have requested that all the podium winners get on track at the very, very front. So what we have there is Sean Doyle, Dougie Gowans and Mitch Noble on the front row as the pro winners. Then we've got Thomas Sunny Cena should be there as well, but he's not there. He should be there for a photo. And then we've got Ash Glover should be there as well, unless they've called the wrong car through there. But let's have a look who's in the booth for a bit of a chinwag with us. No one's in the green room, mate. They're all recovering.
So are we.
Yeah, I tell you what, my voice is a bit on the husky side tonight. I hope the ladies are appreciating it. But it's been a big screaming event.
Your wife isn't. Steve, your wife is.
She's right behind me, mate. She hasn't thrown anything at me yet.
Marvelous. I'm waiting for the background.
Yeah, just the thump of my head hitting the desk. It's nice. It's nice. It's great bit of work. Sonny Cena's doing some burnouts down there as well. We're starting to get the boys in there. Ash Glover's in there. So let's start these interviews so we can get to bed early tonight. Actually, I've got a bit of late night work to do tonight. So it will get me out there in front of the box and I can do some stuff. But ladies and gents, Ash Glover brings it home again tonight in the AMS at a spectacular run. Mr. Glover, how the hell you doing, brother?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm very, very good, mate. How was that out there, mate? It's a hell of a race.
Yeah, really good, mate. I had a little bit of practice beforehand, and the car just felt really good tonight. So got up there and a couple of accidents in front of me and got in amongst them. It was really good race tonight.
What did you think of the track and the undulation and the braking points and the passing points?
Yeah, difficult, mate. In that second race, I almost come a gutser a couple times, just coming off the top of those hills and that. But yeah, really cool. I actually like the track. I haven't raced a lot around it, but yeah, really liked it. Really cool. I think you got to get your car pretty well set up for yourself and dialed in. Otherwise, I think it's really tough track to be fast on.
Yeah, well, we saw the battles were. It's hard to get away from some of these boys. What was the draft like?
Yeah, I don't think it was that good. I don't know. Like, I didn't find it that good tonight. I don't know. Like, coming off that last corner, I felt like I couldn't really gain too much on the cars ahead.
Yep.
So yeah, not great, but yeah, good power out of the corners, and yeah, loved it. Really
And
enjoyed it.
loving the new bit of 10% of power in this car.
I really like it, mate. I reckon it's really cool. It's taken a little bit to get used to, but yeah,
Yep.
definitely really cool.
Just a bit more fun to throw around.
Yeah, definitely. I think you just got to be careful, especially with the undulating tracks. I think just with with obviously the shift in weight and stuff, and the car just wants to jump around. But fun to drive, and that 10% makes a big difference. Anyway, for me.
Excellent. Well, that sounds good, mate. Mr. Glover, let us know who gets yourself and Rogue Racing out there, mate, and supports you.
Yeah, Pevy Mortimer, he's always backing me all the time, and Kyla Cartel always getting involved, helping make me better every week. So yeah, all those boys and Trevi, mate, and love getting out here.
Yeah, well, Trev finished ninth tonight. It's probably the highest he's finished for a while now. He's had a bit of bad luck out there on track. It's good to see him getting some good points up there in ninth place, up 10 positions as well. So good run there by him, mate.
Yeah, in that last race, I seen him coming, and I just said, "Go, mate," up the inside, and yeah, he was quite quick tonight, and I think a little bit of luck goes his way. He's always up your pointy end, so. Yeah,
no, awesome work, mate. Awesome work. Well, then, mate, good luck for the rest of the season. Round 2, and you're getting some podiums, man. So cracking bit of work out there, mate. Good luck.
Thank you to the broadcast team and everyone involved setting it up every week. We really appreciate it.
No, we love it, mate. That's what we do it for, because it's an absolute blast. Better than going to the pub, I can tell you right now.
Definitely. Good on you. Thanks, Steve.
Ladies and gents, that's Ash Glover from Rogue Racing taking out the AMS tonight for the feature race at round 2 for the Warren Brown Tools GR86 Nationals. Let's bring into the room our next little boy here. Little boy, I should say. I shouldn't say that, should I? But ladies and gents, twice in a week I've spoken to this young fella, and he's got a bit of broadcaster in him because he doesn't know when to shut up like me. And welcome to the room, Mr. Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Academy, taking out the Pro-Am tonight. How are you, Thomas?
Yeah, not too bad. Good evening, everybody. How are we?
Very, very good, mate. Very good. Voice is starting to get a bit crackly, but mate, you were the cork in the bottle in that last section there. You had a lot of stuff going on around you, big time.
Yeah. No, I was like, it was a big battle for a lot of that. And I didn't expect to find myself in the top 8. I think I was in the top 7 at one point. I didn't really expect to be in there. I thought I could sort of be on the edge of the top 10, but I didn't actually expect to be in the top 10. And then we had that battle. I think it was Mason in front of me at the end of that, and I really struggled to get past. I could not get past. So right at the very end, I threw a dive into that weird escape road hairpin, and got past. And then Greg got past me, at the end. So yeah, it was a bit of a mess. But when you swap like that, it's hard to tell who the roadblock is, whether it's me, whether it's Mason, whether it's someone else.
Yeah, it was a tough one, man. But it was, some great battling there. We got it on. We got a lot of it on camera because there was a pack in front of you guys, and you guys were the second pack, and we kept switching around. So you get a bit of airplay tonight, mate. And 2 podiums in 2 nights, mate. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I think it must have been all that cocaine I was taking earlier in the week. It must have been kicking in finally. But no, it's been really good. I think
you're in trouble with the boss, mate. he's in the stream. He's watching. If he's in there, he's going to be pinning you for that one. I'm telling you right now.
Look, I think as long as I get it done, I don't think he cares how I do it. To be completely honest.
Yeah. We'll just put it out there. He was joking, ladies and gents. He's just doing a bit of slapstick comedy.
Yeah. But yeah, no. With the XFLs, I kind of expected to be in there. With this, I didn't really expect to be in there. So I'll take both of them 100%.
100%, mate. It's a big week for you. It must be the return of Dougie Gowans.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would be quick to jump on that. It's like on that train. I've never heard of Doug. I've never heard of him before. I don't know who he is. I don't know what his deal is. Only guy I've ever heard of is Thomas Sinner personally, but he sounds like a good bloke, this Doug fella. So
yeah, he's not a bad fella, mate. He's been around for a while, and we heard he gets around like a bad smell, but he's okay. He's okay. He's all right. Well, Mr. Thomas Sunny Cena, who gets the SLM Motorsports team on track and supports you?
Well, it's SLM, it's Sud Speed who sponsor SLM, and it's Matt. And also, I want to say quick congrats to Matt, who just had another baby. Congratulations, old man. Very well done. But that is the people who get me out on track. It's Matt, it's SLM, it's Sud Speed, it's everybody in the team because they make me better.
I hope Matt's had a chance to tell his family about it before you've released it out in public.
Oh, I'm sure he won't mind. It'll be fine.
I love your work, Thomas. Take care, brother, and good luck for the rest of the season, mate.
Guys. Have a good one.
In all your racing. Ladies and gents, Thomas Sunny Cena from the SLM Academy taking out the top spot for the Pro-Ams tonight in the feature race. How did you get that one, Mr. Watson?
Man.
He's gonna have some media training, I think.
No, leave it. It's much better that way.
Oh, crikey. Who we got next? We've got who was it? Who was next? Mitchy Noble. That's what it was. Do you want to take Mitchy Noble, mate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ladies and gents, welcome him to the room. This is the second time this week as well, backing up just like the young Thomas Sunny Cena. Mr. Mitch Noble brings it in the room for the SRB team, taking third place for the pros outright tonight and getting himself another podium. Welcome to the room, Mitch. Mr. Watson's got a few questions for you.
Hello, everyone.
Well, how about it? That was a heck of a run. First of all, that battle for pretty much what felt like the entirety of the race, trying to hold on to that P3. It was wild. Was it as stressful for you as it was for us watching?
I was sweating balls, to be honest. I should have had the aircon on. White knuckle racing the whole time. Dougie, obviously, in front of me. Very good driver, very hard to pass. And then I also had it was Ridley behind me. So I was stressing. I was stressing the whole time. But shout out to them for keeping it clean and having a good night. That was fantastic racing.
Yeah, you found yourself in the middle of a SLM sandwich. How hard is it to battle knowing you're in a 3-on-1? Is it that much tougher, or is it what you would consider a fair fight?
I thought it was pretty fair. I was just talking to them before, and they said that there's no really any team rules that they were racing with. They just they both had damage, and they were just sticking on their line and being defensive. They said that they didn't have anything on me pace wise, so they were just racing their race really. And props to them. It was good fun. It was good, clean, hard racing.
That it was. And what do you think about the track? How'd you get on with it?
Sonoma is one of my favorites. Probably my favorite American track behind Laguna Seca. I love it. I like the ups and downs. I like the heavy braking, the light braking, or the flowy corners mixed into one. It's really good track.
Absolutely, and it really showed for you out there. Phenomenal run to the podium. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Shout out, as always, all the people in SRB. Phenomenal blokes. Jacob, the other Jacob, the third Jacob, Liam, Tim, who's currently in Europe as well, and obviously our team boss, Nick. All been phenomenal since the day I joined. I want to shout out our sponsors, Aethless, Kennard's Hire. Me, of course, I'm on the car, even though I don't know if the car is actually showing it. It seems to be showing the old Audi livery in game. Miller Motorsports, GRS, and of course, I wouldn't be able to do this without the support from my partner, who was on a boat, but she's now back on land and watched the whole race from start to finish.
Very good, mate. She's a keeper.
She very much so is a keeper.
Well, maybe we'll see Mitchie down in Melbourne with the missus at some point, and he'll be down on one knee on the banks of the Yarra, maybe, or something like that, and proposing. We never know, but we'll have to wait and see how that story pans out. Mitchie Noble, congratulations, mate. Second time in the booth this week. Let's not make it too much of a habit, mate. I can't talk to you this much. And congratulations, and hope that it keeps going this way for you, mate. Because tonight's drive was very, very good and very clean. So keep it up, brother.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gents, the third place outright tonight in the pros for the Warren and Brown Tools, Mitchy Noble from the SRB team. Congratulations, brother, and see you next week.
See you next week.
All right, let's bring him in. Should we bring him in together, mate? Should we bring Sean Doyle and Dougie Gowans in together? It's or should we make Gowans sweat a bit and just forget about him and just go straight to Sean? No, all right, we'll bring him in. I haven't got the energy to bring in Comedy Hour. But ladies and gents, the OG, the man himself who's been away on holidays and brings it back and brought Thomas Sonny Cena to some podiums as well. I'm sure that's why he got podiums this week. The OG Dougie Gowans he's got FTR/SLM. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm a little bit buggered after that. That's quite an intense
Hard work, mate.
workout at this track. Well, it's so hard to pass here. It's bloody God, I know. Yeah. I mean, first off, I've got to say sorry to Noah in the first race. I went for a little bit of a dive. I felt like he moved across over my nose, and I spun him. But I'll put my hand up for that and apologise to him for that.
Who was that with?
What was that?
Who was that with?
Noah, I believe. Young Kircher.
Okay, Kitcher. Yeah, Noah Kitcher.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, certainly not intentional or anything like that, but it's just so hard. When another car moves across and you're the trailing car, you just can't pull the car up in time. It's just part of racing the 86s, I guess.
It is, but how did you like the power? It's your first race back.
Love it. Love it.
Good. It is good. We had Pricey in here.
I wanted to start screaming out like Jeremy Clarkson.
That's what I'm turning into, I think. We had Pricey in here between the races, and I just said to Pricey, what's the chances of the weight dropping for season 3? He goes, well, you'll have to stick around and watch it. I mean, wow. I did a bit of a shout out before the race comes in. A bit disappointed. We had some good numbers tonight. We had about 30 on average, but with a grid this size of 45 cars on track. Yep. These drivers need to lift their game and get their family and friends out there, because we should have at least 100 eyes watching this race every week, because the racing is spectacular, man. I'm loving it. It is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I guess you've got to jump into the SRW Discord and start rapping some knuckles ball.
Well, I did that this afternoon. I gave them all a bit of a tap. Obviously, it didn't wake them up because they're still all snoring. But, mate, what was the temperature like on the second race? Did you feel you had better grip? The lap times were about 2 seconds faster a lap on average.
Oh, were they? Yeah, look, I didn't really take too much notice. Yeah, but both Sean and I, we had a little bit of damage, which was affecting us with the little bit of understeer, and our pace down the straights. And we could see that Mitch was just coming. He was on fire tonight. He's starting to really get on top of his car. And Kyle really didn't have too much for him either, So, Mitch was the standout tonight, I think. We just drove sensibly, and Mitch wasn't able to get past, so SLM 1-2.
1-2, yeah, nearly got the 3, but Mitch Noble broke that.
We did.
I think last night was the same sort of scam there as well. But you know what I mean. Mr. Keefe came in and said, "Oh, how's the racing tonight?" And I think what he was alluding to was how my boys doing, how they're dominating. So it looks, I think that's what it was.
As you know, he's been quite busy. Did Thomas say anything at all? Or?
Thomas did, and I said to Thomas, "You don't even know that if he's told the family yet."
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure he has.
Well, I didn't know when it dropped. It could have dropped this afternoon or this morning. I don't know.
Little Lily, she's now
Lily?
She's now an SLM Academy driver.
SLM Academy driver.
She is, yes.
Yeah, mum and babe are all good.
From what I understand, yes, they're doing very well.
Excellent. That's the most important thing.
Looking at a photo of her right now, she's such a cute little thing. Obviously takes after the mother and not the father.
Yeah. So, thank God for that. So the viewers who aren't aware, that's oh man, my brain just went blank. Team boss for the SLM Academy, Matty Keane. We call him Matty Keefy Keane. Is had a baby in his later years, like me, and extended the family to one more sibling. So I think he's got 4 kids now.
I'm not entirely sure. Not
I think
entirely sure. I think it
you're
is
wrong.
4.
Three or four. But congratulations to Maddie and the family, and all the best to Mum and Bubs. I think Keefe's got a lot of work to do now, mate. Big time. But
Yes.
we've got Mr. Sean Doyle waiting for you to get out of here, mate. And I know it's past sleepy time for you, mate. It's nearly 10 o'clock, so you'll start snoring soon.
I'll just go put my teeth in the jar, will I?
Yeah. You got to get that denture glue off first, mate.
Good idea.
Who gets
I
Mr.
know the
Gowan?
scenario. Yep. SLM Painting and Maintenance. Love to give them a big shout out if you need anything done down in Victoria, Melbourne. Give them a shout. And Sid Speed for all their racing apparel. And
Excellent, mate.
of course, thanks to all the guys on track tonight. Thanks to the broadcast team. Thanks to the RC team.
Yes, it's been a spectacular effort all round. 2 weeks in a row, 40-plus cars on the track. And I think it's considering the amount of cars on track, the carnage is fairly minimal. Little incidents here and there. And, so it was very good racing all round. Very happy.
Absolutely.
All right, Dougie, get out of here.
do,
Speak
mate.
to you soon, mate. And all the best for the rest of the season, brother.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, second outright tonight in the feature race, Mr. Douglas Gowans from SLM Motorsports team. All right, his teammate, Sean Doyle, is in there patiently waiting. We've been waiting for a while. Just going to make sure he's still awake and shake him. Sean Doyle, you've got the family out there watching and loving it all. How the hell was that, mate? You did a cracking start and kept it going all the way through that feature race.
Oh, I had a cracking night. I enjoyed that. Hard
good
track
fun,
to
mate.
overtake, man. Yeah.
It's good
thoroughly
to see.
enjoyed it.
Good to see. Did Dougie give you much of a hand through there? At one point, it looked like he was battling with Mitchy Noble, giving you the opportunity to pull away a little bit and rest. But and then Mitchy made it a bit too hard and caught up with both of you.
Yeah, I think Dougie sort of backed me up at the back there, but my tyres started going off near the end and we all sort of bunched back up. But then all of a sudden we spread back out a little bit. It was quite weird.
It was good to watch, though, mate. The battles were fierce and thick. Which one did you prefer most, apart from the finish position, the first race or the second one?
I enjoyed them both. The first one was good because coming from 17th, I managed to get into 8th, avoiding a few accidents. So, mate, that's always got to be a bonus, doesn't it?
It's always a good bit of fun. You got some critical points tonight, mate. So, what's it going to be, mate? Is it going to be a title fight?
Look, you can only try. I'm just happy to get on track and have a good crack, mate.
Tonight you're the informed driver. Ridley was last week, and this week is your week. So we're sharing it around in the SLM Academy or SLM Motorsports team. I'm not sure why you're in the Academy, but you should be in the Motorsports team. But you should talk to the boss man about that one. I'll leave that to him. But I'll tell you what, mate.
Only a newbie.
doing extremely well, mate, and getting some cracking bit of pace out there too. I mean, between yourself and Douglas, there was only 8 100ths on your best lap, and looks like the fastest lap I think was Lavery with a 132. No, James Doyle 132.36.
Is that Doyle name, mate? Is that Doyle?
Yeah. That Doyle name. He's not a distant relative, is he, mate?
No.
No.
A few people have asked today.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Well, mate, who gets Mr. Short Doyle out on track, mate, and supports you, your racing, and your team?
The SLM boys, SLM Painting and Maintenance. I got it this week. And Sud Speed. Bloody great. All you guys, me mum, me beautiful partner and child, and everyone on track, man. Unreal. Loved it.
Yeah, Donna's out there waving the flag, mate. She's been in there all night, tapping away on the keyboard. So good to see the family supporting out there, mate. Congratulations on a cracking race tonight. Continue the form, mate. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, which is the most important thing for me as the owner of the series. So, ladies and gents, Mr. Sean Doyle taking out the pro first place in the feature race for round 2 of the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Sean, congratulations, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, boys. Look forward to it.
Take care, brother. Well, Mr. Watson, and downstairs, Mr. Kobe, what a night that was. I really was in shock.
Yeah, that was one heck of a night of racing. and I think that might be our best ever night as far as the 30-30 has gone. Because typically towards the end of the 30-30, they just kind of everyone spreads out for the most parts and everything. Yeah. Most of the positions seem pretty filled and not changing. Yeah, there was very little of that. Like, the action was going on throughout the entirety of it, like we were watching a sprint. Like, it was incredible.
It was. The boys have really stepped it up this season for season 2. It looks like the grid is a lot closer than it's ever been, from the top all the way to the bottom. So it's putting on some spectacular racing. I hope we gave enough of the show to the boys down the very, very bottom. We do try, and I think we did. Do you think we did? I don't know. I think we did. We went all the way to Johnson and Price and Harris Rayner, Dines. We gave Gabriel Souza. We gave them all a bit of a shot. So it's good to see the big numbers out there. We just got to get people to like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and come back every week bigger and more people watching, more eyes watching, because it's amazing racing, man. There's no shout about it. This car, for the size of it and for the pace of it, it puts the package is spot on for very close battles.
Absolutely, and I can't wait for the next few races of the season.
Well, let's have a quick look see if Cobes has got the schedule for the rest of the season, so we can see where we are at. Yeah, I knew you'd have it ready. So we are at SONOMA. Oh, look at this. Look where we're going. Can you believe next week, Long Beach in these cars? Oh, my God, it's going to be a tough one. We are going to be
super sprint.
Yes, it's a super sprint. We are going to be having, anyone who wants to join us will be having coffee, tea and biscuits at the fountain where everyone is going to be parked. At least in one of the races. I reckon that's my prediction at the moment. Long Beach is going to be very interesting. Then we're heading out to Road Atlanta for the club layout for a 30-30. Bell Island, not one of my favourite tracks. But that's going to be a tough one. It's a good track, but the walls just breed carnage out there, don't they? Miami International Autodrome, the extended Marina Loop. So I'm not sure which layout that is. I'm not really familiar with it that much. Then we're going out to Chicago Street Circuit. So that's going to be another cracker. Barber Sport, we did that a couple of seasons ago, and that was spectacular. And I believe we are waiting for a new track to drop for round 9, and then that will be announced, which will be a super sprint to finish the season off and the end of the financial year here in Ausland. But, mate, spectacular racing all round. We'll give a big shout out to the sponsors, Grim Industries, if you're home of the V8 coffee table. If you're out there and you are into V8 motorsports, into some memorabilia, get out there and reach out to him. Andrew Grimm is an absolute legend. He does all cool things with V8 engines, but also the parts themselves as well. Shunt Sceneries, if you're into your flight simulation world and you want some 3D rendering done, reach out to the boys at Shunts. They'll look after you. Phoenix Driver Development, if you're into your Gen 2 and Gen 3 V8 supercars and you want to get faster and get better and you've got a team out there, all one-on-one, reach out to the Laz and Rian. And they will help you out there with setups as well. And finally, to Warren Brown Tools, the legends that they are. They keep sticking around and keep supporting us, which is an amazing feat on its own. So thank you very much to them. Ladies and gents, that's it for tonight. We are done. We've got the rest of the week off. There's no Sunday race this week for the GT3s. It is going to be the following week, which will be which will be the third week of the month. But we'll see us all back here on Tuesday night for the Warren & Brown V8 Supercars. Then again Wednesday for the Super Formula Lights, and back here again with the same team again. But thank you very much for your support. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, leave some messages out there, some comments, and hopefully we can get this channel booming. Thank you very much, and see you next week.